Welcome to On the Chain. This is Jeff here with co-host Chip. What is going on, Chip? What's going on, everybody out there in the On the Chain world, On the Chain family, the crypto community? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we're diving right into Ripple's latest, greatest moves as XRP adoption surges with Ripple custody, new institutional access in South Korea. We're going to break down Flare's big updates on the FAssets, bridging, liquid staking. Man, it's like every week, every day, there's something new coming, something great to look into and talk about. And then we're going to shift gears later in the show, dive into the geopolitical chaos that is devastating across nations, the UK, Canada, and beyond. A lot to cover, so buckle up as we get ready.
Let's not only getting ready, we're going for it.
We're going for it.
We're going for it. You ready?
Maximum impact.
Maximum impact. Let's go.
Welcome to On the Chain.
Welcome everybody. Come in. Where are you coming in from here? Look at this. Jeff's on a brief conference call at the Hair Club for Men.
That's right.
That's not true, Jeff. That's not. Oh, you were here the whole time.
Not
I'd
just
not see you step
CEO,
away.
I'm a client.
Greetings from Celebration, says Chad Nauseum. Well, greetings indeed.
Great, good times. Come
Pookie's here. Good. We can start the show.
What is up, Pookie?
I wanted to just say that it was a great interview yesterday. I don't know if you guys caught that with Zhao Dao, but super excited about Zhao Dao. I'm close to the project because I am a marketing advisor for the project. So I just love to see something like that really take off and succeed. I think it's an exciting project. And it's been floated around since 2021. So it's good to see it's going to finally launch. So that's great. Great to see.
Cool.
Crypto Whelps here from Belgium, as always, holding it down. He's the force in Europe, protecting us from all the incoming that we always get. He's standing tall, standing proud. Kelly, Iowa. Kelly, very, very good. Yo, Visual Vendetta's here as well, like always.
Visual Vendetta hasn't been on live for a while, he said.
No, where's Jim D? Jim D's not in here yet, is he? I don't think he's here. Devon, Steve is here, and from down under. Morning, y'all. We didn't say good day or anything. Eyeswine coming in from Atlanta. I'd like to see that. Hit the
NYC.
NYC. Oh, NYC. One eye. One eye is in NYC, the socialist capital. There's two of them. There's either that or San Francisco. Or maybe LA. I don't know. One of the two. I think we're going to start off this show today, Jeff, and we'll jump into some other things. But the geopolitical realm. I was watching that Charlie Kirk. I watched that all day. That was pretty moving. There's a lot of great speeches in that. Of course, Trump is just a natural. He was fantastic as usual. JD Vance was there. Pete Hegseth. Who else was there?
Long lineup.
RFK Jr. It was just like I didn't catch the whole thing because I didn't catch everybody talking. I just caught like maybe mostly the cabinet, Stephen Miller and Tulsi Gabbard, and most of the cabinet people talking. Erica Kirk gave a very stunning. There, Jim D's here. Okay, he's here. She gave a very stirring, emotional. I mean, anybody who can get up there and say that you forgive the killer is insane. So I don't know. She's a better person than I am. I don't know. Trump even said something along the lines of, "Hey, he goes, Charlie was like that. He would forgive everybody. He would not hate his opponents. I hate my opponents. I know, Charlie, you're probably looking at me, but I hate him." That's what he said. He goes, "I'm not probably a bad guy. Maybe Erica will have a talking to me, but he's like, yeah, I don't like my opponents at all." So that was some of the stuff going on, but I wanted to talk about this.
We've got a lot of things to talk about.
We got so much to talk about, really, if you think about it.
Really good. A lot of good momentum, which is solid, especially coming off the heels of yesterday's show, talking about real project, real utility.
Yeah, real stuff, man.
Real building, real stuff, yeah. Not just all the hype and FOMO.
So Ripple put this up, customer spotlight on BDACS. And you're probably like, what does that stand for? It stands for BDACS. That's what it stands for. I was like, thought it was some interesting acronym, but it's a leading regulated digital asset custodian in Korea, built for institutions delivering a wide range of suite of digital asset custody services.
It's not an acronym.
It's not I don't know what I mean. BDACS. I don't know what that means. Who knows? It's one of only 4 licensed crypto custodians in South Korea. I'm glad they put the South there, so we know what we're talking about. Delivering secure institutional access for XRP, RLUSD, and other tokenized assets with Ripple custody. Learn how BDACS is working with Ripple to bring the benefits of blockchain and tokenization to South Korea. They put out a little video, but I kind of wish it was a little bit longer. It's like it's like if you're gonna spend time putting a video together, should it be some substance? But I'll play the video that you see it running in the background here. But here's the video from that.
Digital assets are global. It moves 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To be able to work with Ripple is going to be a key competitive edge for BDACS. BDACS is at the center of this transformative landscape to providing the best-in-class user experience as institutions are being first introduced to digital assets in Korea.
Did you see him showing off his foldable phone?
Yeah, so it was interesting when we were in Korea, you saw these things everywhere.
But I've never seen it with the line. Like, when I've seen him open it, and there's no line. It's just like
they're
flawless browsing.
And it could just be from the glare of it or something like that.
Yeah,
but I was amazed to see how many people are rolling around with those things. And it looks like it could be cool for browsing, but then utility wise, I saw people kind of struggling, like you're rolling, trying to work on a tablet all day long.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know that Apple's testing them, I think, in Korea. I think they have one that they're testing. It's either Korea. I'm pretty sure it's Korea. I don't know.
You have to play around with it in the store.
It's like, I like a big phone, but sometimes I feel like they're getting too big. It's like, you got to stick it in your pocket still. And then these things are thin, they fold up, but it's still a little bit bulkier. We don't want that. I don't think we need it.
That's what she said.
She'll say, here we go. I'll work on the backronym. Okay, good.
So I did.
Okay.
So I did
BDACS.
find it, actually. I found BDACS. I found it. I found their website, and so
it's not hard to find. It's right here, Jeff. It's right in this. So
exactly, but
it wasn't hard to find.
It stands for.
Yeah.
I had to do some in-depth research until I found it. I did my own research until I found the website.
Why don't they call it that? Beyond Digital Asset Custody.
Asset Custody Service.
BDACS.
BDAC.
No, it's BDACS because it has the S on the side. But why don't they say BDACS is like the shortened, but it is called Beyond Digital Asset Custody Service. Now I know why, because it's super long. I mean,
okay, could you? What do you do?
It's not like it rolls right off your tongue. Say that. Well, hi.
Beyond Digital Asset Custody Services.
Hi, this is Chip from Beyond Digital Asset Custody Service. Like, oh God, I'm already sleeping. Takes too long to get out. It takes too long to get out of your mouth. I can't even deal with that already.
Right. No,
it's the only digital grade digital asset service in Korea.
That's right.
You see, Jeff, all this great Korea stuff, and you
in a secure blockchain. Man, we're right there. Should have spent more time on the. Should have spent more time, going around to visit some of these cool blockchain companies. That would have been cool. I need to go back over. I feel like my visit was incomplete. Like there's more that I need to do yet.
Yeah, when you travel anywhere, there's always more that needs to be done. But I'm on the Ripple presser here, and there it is right there. Beyond Digital Asset Custody Service. There it is, fully licensed custodian. There's the video we just watched. Less than a month to launch the institutional digital custody platform. First VASP licensed custodian South Korea to integrate Ripple's institutional custody stack.
That's it. Chad was expecting Korean words, which is kind of what I was anticipating also. And then
this guy speaks. Boom, this guy is like has zero accent at all. He's like he must be. Sounds like he's like a native born English speaker because he's like flawless. And even for a Korean, South Korean company to create something that pretty much in English, right? It's an English word.
Yeah, the whole thing.
BDACS.
Well, the whole website is in English.
Yeah, it's great. Terry Kim, co-founder and chief strategy officer. I have to hit him up on LinkedIn. See what he is.
Nexus. Look at this. Nexus. Wait a minute. Nexus to the future of digital assets. It's pretty sweet. Why do they make it so difficult to flip-flop between things?
Yeah, so I'll be putting that up.
Oh.
You should be putting that up.
Oh.
Terry,
I was trying to get out of mine.
Terry Kim, BDACS. There we go. BDACS.
It might be an About Us here.
Here it is. I'm going to go follow them on LinkedIn.
Crafted. Oh, now I'm not sharing it.
I want to hit them up.
There you go. Crafted by blockchain experts, our regulated ecosystem merges innovation and protection into the ultimate solution for your digital assets. Harry Rowe and Terrence Kim. There you go.
It's weird. Look at the top of his guy's on the right head. It's all blurred because of the bar
Oh,
there.
because of the
I thought he had weird hair. I was like, wow,
That's
this
his-
hair's kind of an
that's his hair.
afro looking thing. It's kind of
There's
weird.
his hairstyle. It's got
I was like,
blurry
wow.
hairstyle.
I was like, that looks pretty weird, man. So yeah, that's kind of wild. Yeah, I was just looking on.
This guy went to Gould School of Law, University of SoCal.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's weird. So I don't see Terry Kim. He's not actually on LinkedIn.
He's also a lawyer. American
Oh, yeah.
University, Washington College of Law. He has
There
his
you go.
JD from there. Went to
Nice.
Cornell. Man, check this guy out.
Dude, smart,
Cornell
man.
for BS in biomedical engineering, a master's in biomedical engineering, then a JD from the Washington College of Law, American University.
And he said, screw that, I'm going into crypto.
That's exactly, yeah, you get to learn
This stuff
a
sucks.
little bit about that. Straight
Medical
to
and law,
crypto.
the hell with that. I don't want anything to do with it. It's so funny because I can see
investment.
BDACS is on LinkedIn, but I don't see Terry Kim.
Well,
don't
the
see
company
him
was
on here at all.
founded just 3 years ago.
Terry, when he got fed up with his other job, BDACS. Here it is. Okay, I'm gonna send him.
Wow.
I'm gonna send him an invite.
Sweet.
Since I'm connected to so many people over there at Ripple, maybe he'll. There you go.
Friend you. That's it.
There
It's
he is.
awesome. So cool to see, these companies popping up
Yeah, it's
all
great,
over the
man.
place. Really liking it.
Yeah, here he is.
There we go.
Pioneering the
There he is.
digital assets. See,
Terry Kim.
There it is.
Second. He's a second.
Uh,
Sweet. Oh, there it was in
Strategy
Korean,
Alpha.
BDACS. See if they have a different word in
Busan.
Korean. What's that?
Busan is where he's
Oh, they're
located.
they're in Busan?
Yeah.
Busan was kind of cool.
Did you guys go there?
We
Yeah,
did.
that's right. Yeah. What was that one cool like zombie movie that's called Busan something? What was that? Did you see that one? That was really good. It was a Netflix thing. Netflix, Busan.
They have the movie The Butterfly.
Oh, The Train to Busan. That was it. Did you watch that,
Oh, the
Jeff?
train. I don't think I ever saw it.
Oh, that's good, dude. You're gonna like
No,
it.
I'll go check it out.
It was one of those things you'd really love. Let's see.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Train to Busan.
Train to Busan. It was good.
To check it out.
Let's see.
Sweet.
This part of it's playing right there. There's no
Mhm.
sound on or anything, but
It's all right. Can't play this.
it's kind of a sort of a zombie flavor to it.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. That's kind of cool.
Everything goes down the train. It's a good. I recommend it. It's pretty solid.
Yeah.
It's very
Sweet.
good. It's a very good action movie. See,
I've
like all
heard
the
that.
stuff's going on down there.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
Terrifying. Oh, shit.
stuff's starting to go down right as you get on the train, man.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
That's when you want to get out of there.
It's a
Are
good
being
one.
first
Alright, for that,
introduced
I got-
to digital assets in Korea.
Thanks.
There we go. And then we got our little intro commercial here. Let me play that real quick.
Go ahead and play it.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Badass Yetis Coffee. Is it any good? Nah, it's fucking great. Forged in the mountains, brewed for legends. Badass YetisCoffee.com.
Beautiful. There it is, right there, people. There it is.
There you go.
Get yourself some damn ass coffee. It's the best.
BadassYetisCoffee.com. There you
People
go.
always ask us. We're always hearing this. Why is it so
Any
good?
good?
You ever tried coffee from just roasted beans? I guarantee 90% of you have never done that. It's Badass Yetis coffee. Roasted it to order. It comes in, gets shipped, gets roasted up, and boom. How's that for badass? That's pretty badass, man. Get yourself some badass coffee. I'll throw some in there right now. Let's do it. I'll throw it in there, baby. Boom. There's
in
the
there.
link.
There it
Go
is.
buy it.
Go get it. Go get
Get
it.
yourself. Come on, man. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself some badass coffee. Let's go.
Korea is totally on the ball.
Oh, they are so
Why?
far going up ends.
Visual Vendetta said, hey, do the majority of people in Korea know about XRP? They do.
They all do.
A large percentage of them. When we were over there for the Wave of Innovation, and there were actually a couple projects that came in from Korea, and they were talking about the adoption or at least the investment in XRP specific. And so that definitely, a lot of people know about it.
I remembered a stat. It was like 7 of 10 people own crypto in Korea, something like that. It was some crazy stat like that. I was blown away by. It was big number.
Yeah. Yep.
Crypto says, almost wish I drink coffee. Damn right you do. Oh, don't worry. You don't have to drink it. You can buy it and give it to your friends. So that works. You don't have to drink it. Remember we posed that question yesterday, Jeff. It was like coffee or tea to the Zaodao guys. Yeah, it is a top buyer. When we posed that to them and they were like, nope, coffee. Santiago's like coffee. He's like, look, I was born in Colombia. It's got to be coffee. Okay. So there's no disagreement. Not any tea drinkers. Sorry, no tea drinkers in the house. What's going on, Ed?
No tea
drinkers at all. He has a big brain. Yeah, the guy has a big brain. But it is good. I bet you that Crypto Whelp is a tea drinker, though. You always drink beer with a twist of Yeti tears. Oh, I like the sound of that.
That's true. That's good.
I love the sound of that. That's right. Right on, Steve.
Perfect, actually.
100% right. Hugo Filion put this out. If you want to understand how collateral works in the FAsset protocol, Anubis Crypto has written a very detailed thread. So if Hugo's touting it, it's going to be good and accurate. So this talks about the key mechanisms and economic incentives for investors to real risk. So it's all about the official answers from Flare team, as well as some questions still waiting for clarification.
Need to understand the rules.
Let me go ahead and click the book here. Let's get that all opened up. There we go.
Number two.
Jeff, we'll take it. Take the next two.
Number two, what is collateral? That's the one question I think that's on everybody's minds. It's like, how does it work? What is collateral? Well, it's the value backing the FAsset token on Flare, protecting the system from risk of value loss. Collateral is provided by agents and the community. It's two main layers: vault and pool.
Vault and pool, baby. Sounds like a new comedy duo. Jeff, did you catch Vault and Pool? They were in Miami last night. Did you check them out?
I saw them last night. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay, good.
We were hanging out after the show.
That's great. Well, there's Peel.
Vault's a little cooler than Pool.
Isn't there Peel and Pool? No, there's Peel. What was that comedy team that had that cool TV show? Peel, something in Peel.
Askin and something.
No, it was something in Peel.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, Peel. I can't think of the other guy's name. Who knows? Can't think of his name right now. I feel lost.
A lot of beer, but 0.0%, and also like tea.
What does that mean? You drink non-alcoholic beer? Key and Peele. That's right. Thank you, Mark. Key and Peele, greatest television show ever. We sometimes those clips always come up in my feed, and that was so underappreciated. That show. I don't even know what the show is called. Take the next one there, Jeff. Let's go. Keep it rolling, baby.
Oh, we're on number three. Collateral and FAssets is more than numbers and smart contracts. It's a shield protecting assets like FXRP, FDoge, or FBTC on Flare. Why is collateral so important, and what role does Flare play? Well, we'll debunk myths from simple rules to technical details. So it's a little bit more that we need to find out, but I'm liking the fact that they're all about the protection of the asset.
FXRP, FDoge, FBTC, and FU. That was the missing one there. The FU on Flare. That'd be funny if they had an FU. Yeah, the FAsset system on Flare Network uses two types of collateral: vault collateral provided by minting agents, and then the pool collateral, an additional safety buffer from the Flare community. More details ahead. Go ahead, Jeff. Take those next two.
Vault collateral is core collateral deposited by agents to mint FAssets, typically stablecoins or ERC20 tokens approved by Flare governance, locked in smart contracts for secure minting and redemption. It's getting deep here. Vault is a shared pool of collateral consisting mainly of stablecoins and approved ERC20 tokens, locked to facilitate safe minting and redemption. It helps agents manage collateral, monitor risk, and maintain over collateralization. Each vault has a unique address on the source. Show more.
Oh yeah, I gotta click on that little sucker.
I'm not supposed to read that part.
No. Supposed to click it.
And being that I'm not controlling it. So it's interesting. So the source chain, let's look at maybe the XRP ledger as an example. We're obviously reading point by point from Anubis here. Holding the underlying asset introduced in version 1.1. Core Vault is a multi-signature wallet on the source chain, securing the underlying assets, reducing theft risk, and increasing trust. Two core components right there. We want to make sure that it's safe and it doesn't get stolen. And we also want to make sure that there are trust lines. So there's a whole, for those listening on the podcast, we're looking at a graph right now, whole outline detail. Maybe you want to try to, I don't even think we could explain.
I think we can. I think what it's just showing here is it's kind of showing what the vault's made up. You got the multi-sig wallet, which is the XRP ledger. Then you got the underlying deposit, which are your agents. Then your flow is either you have escrow and payouts. And on the escrow side, it can either go to the source chain, like for example, the XRP ledger. On the security feature side, the payout can go to verification attestation, which is your agent collateral pool. So, and then of course, the escrowed assets and records, that kind of can go right to assets and records. You have the user payout. So it's kind of a nice little, you got the two main parts of it, which is that the key and pool. Although wait, that was the TV show. No, it was collateral. So there you have it. There you have it right there. And then they get into the pool collateral, which is the second security layer contributed by the community as native tokens. You got Flare, FLR on Flare. Then you got Songbird, SGB, which pooled collectively. It acts as a safety buffer, protecting against drops in vault collateral, supports liquidation during. Who thinks of this stuff? This is insane, Joe. This is another good one here where you kind of separate the two columns.
Yeah, super deep thinking.
I mean, want to see this in action.
Every possible. Yeah, I would like to see that as well.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Yeah, it would be nice.
Provided by minting agents, secured in individual smart contracts or source chains. That's part of what we were explaining before. But it's kind of looking at the FAsset minting to the FAsset. What does that say? Decentralized wrapped assets. Then you have the shared liquidity pools. I mean, there's so much going on within Flare. Now that they're actually rolling out the technology and we're looking under the hood, I mean, there's so much to it.
I like the multi-sig wallets too. That's another thing, because people are always, I mean, you saw yesterday, Jeff, when we were talking to, Santiago and Fabio, who are the sort of the managers for the ZAO. That question comes up. I see it in posts all the time where people are like, my XRP staying where it is. And it's like, well, that's the whole point. It doesn't go anywhere. Nobody attaches your wallet. It never leaves your wallet, right? In a scenario where if your XRP is going to be and you're wrapping it and you're placing it somewhere, a multi-signature wallet is good because then it can't be ripped out from underneath you, which can be a good thing too. Also can be a bad thing. It depends who's multi-signing for you, right? Depends if you have somebody trusted.
Fabio, a sip of coffee, a glance at crypto, both wake me up just in different ways.
Ain't that the truth?
There you go, Fabio.
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, that was a great show we had yesterday and having that chat. But you see that people are consistently, there's so much shell shock out there because we've all heard the stories. You might know somebody that's been through something horrible. People are like, and the whole thing, what it comes down to, I think where we're going is yield is essentially going to be a scenario where you're never going to sell your crypto, right? So if you want to take collateral loans against your crypto, you're going to, but you'll always keep your crypto. There will just be new innovative ways to either borrow against it, where you're, that way you don't have tax events. A lot of cool things can come from that you're not actually selling it to go buy something. You can use that as your sort of collateral. And then we look at the yield too. That's going to be another huge thing. So the yield will be another portion of it. So those are two big scenarios that I think are going to be absolutely fantastic. So go ahead, Jeff. Take those next two as well.
I'm trying to log in.
Since you're doing
trying to log back into the XRP Cafe.
Are you okay? I'll take the
so
next
number
ones.
8. I got number 8.
All right, go ahead. Buddy.
Number 8 is collateralization ratio, which is the CR, measures the ratio between collateral value and minted token value. Minimal CR prevents under collateralization. Optimal CR provides a buffer against market volatility. Vault collateral has a minimum around 1.3x. Optimal values can be 1.7x or click the show more.
Where's the show more?
Can you click the show more?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, or 1.7x or higher. as set and updated by governance based on FTSO data. Then number 9, Flare governance approves collateral tokens, sets and adjusts minimum and optimal CR, and monitors. What just happened?
I clicked on a different
monitors
page,
the system's safety and efficiency continuously. There you go. There's so much going on here. I mean, it's good to really read through, kind of understand, what's happening in the back end. I think is really vital, as things kind of move forward here.
It's a lot of stuff, man. It's an awful lot of stuff going on, and this thing goes on too. There's like. This thread is insane. We're not going to read it all, but it goes up to 25. So it's a long ass thread that we're not going to get to, but just want to show some of the cool stimulating things that are going on there, which is always fun. I see people are typing in Yeti. That's a great thing.
Burn it. I minted this beautiful NFT with the music and I forgot to upload the music.
Man, how did
you can't add it after the fact. I was so worried about details and everything else. I was doing properties and getting everything perfect.
So you minted something that doesn't exist.
Well, I minted the image, and the image wasn't the point.
Oh,
so I'm burning it now. I'm going to burn what I just minted.
Nice.
It's almost as fun burning NFTs as it is creating them. I kind of get a kick out of burning them. It's a lot of fun burning.
We've got the magic number 7 in Yeti. So type in Yeti if you're interested. This was funny. I like this. Jim D was saying, expand the Yeti product line. Badass Yeti toilet paper printed as sheets of USD bills. Liz Warren on the face and Gary Gensler on the flip side.
There
you go. I like it. Works for me.
Burning.
Steve Willett said, yeah, Jim, also the sandpaper Yowie toilet paper could fit well. Not for me, man. No. Maybe for you, Steve. I'll tell you guys are a lot tougher down under. I'll tell you that. With the Outback and all that shit, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm not, no sandpaper TP for me.
Exactly. Since we're at the bottom of this, almost at the bottom of the hour, I'm going to roll this out. There's 7, 8 Yetis in there. I think you guys are going to love this one. This one is cool.
Ooh, it's a
I just minted this song and I had to burn it. So, because the song wasn't there, I'm going to remint it though, which is going to be cool.
Just think Yeti the musical when you hear this. Just saying.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of the gist. Trying to
Yeti
get
the musical. You'll be drawn into it.
Ooh.
Win a badass Yeti from the Blue Tribe. Not just a legend, a mind untamed. He walks where silence cuts the air. Thoughts like fire, visions rare. The mountain bends beneath his will. A mentalist, calm yet deadly still. Mentalist, breaker of shadows, seer of flame. Mentalist, his mind commands, his foes are slain. Who dares to claim? Who speaks his name? He is revealed, he is revered. He is Vindra Valkyria of the clan Mentalists. Badass Yetis, born for battle, made for legend. Claim yours, be forgotten. Badass Yetis on the chain is on the chain.
I have to remind myself to breathe.
That's
a lot.
That one, kid. That was a lot.
That's a lot going on there, man. That's a lot of that's a lot of stuff, man. Vinda Valkyria. Pronounced pronounced it perfect.
Yeti.
Phantom of the Yeti.
That badass Yeti has attitude. Oh yeah,
Easy for you to say. A loud one. Rare. Look at that. XRP USA.
Imagine using these Yeti to fight. It would be so awesome to have them fight like Pokemon. And we actually have drafted some cool ideas out. It would be very cool to.
It was all built around a game. Whole intense, cool game with tribes, and man, it's a cool. If we can pull it off one day, that'd be phenomenal. AI is going to make it possible. That's for sure. Definitely in our lifetime, it'll make it possible, Jeff.
For
sure.
For
sure, man. For sure.
Already getting video of Yeti. Who thought we could have video of Yeti?
Video. Killed the radio star.
Seconds, but it's kick ass.
Yeah. So
when I was creating that video today, it was funny because the first one was good, but then I wanted him kind of walking and pacing. So I was going through the whole thing. And the next video that I get is of a guy, just some random guy in a business suit walking around and pacing. I'm like, how did we go from where we were to that?
I don't know, man.
How that happened. It was very bizarre.
That is mysterious, isn't it? It's almost like they're watching us, Jeff.
I think
they're watching us. They're listening. Yeah, it's so funny. You'll say like some weird phrase, and all of a sudden something shows up in your feed somewhere. It's like, yeah, there's always listening going on.
It's always something crazy.
Yeah, new XRP Army game app.
Yes. So that's a lot of ideas in and around that. Hence the different tribes, right? You have the blue tribe, the white tribe, the purple tribe, the black tribe, and then there's clans within each tribe. Clans fight for supremacy, and then the tribes fight for dominance. So
yeah, and they all live in their own villages. They have their own sort of like system of government that they set up. Right. And Jeff and I went down that rabbit hole. We just got to be able to make it happen one of these days, We're like, hey, this is all cool, but we only have piece one is the Yetis, and then we'll eventually get to the other part of it. The whole idea is you'd be able to take your Yeti and go into battle with it. It'd be kind of cool.
It'd be very kick-ass.
You know that guy Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister?
Never heard of him.
Yeah. I wish most people never heard of him, because
that's right.
The guy is a major, complete and absolute moron. These people, they can only double down on stupid. It's all they know. They do not have anything else going on, because it's just stupidity left and right. So anyway, it turned out that UK and Canada came out with the same messaging, but I'll play Keir Starmer. Mark Carney just put out a post on X, but here we go. This is doubling down on stupid.
In the face of the growing horror in the Middle East.
Even his voice. In the face of like he's a parody of himself. Just take a look in the mirror, dude.
Voices
with those big ass goofy glasses he wears. I mean, it's just the whole everything. In the face of Come on, dude. I hope I can get through this whole thing without commenting. Okay.
Growing horror in the Middle East.
Horror.
We are acting.
Horror.
Okay, so you said, with the horror going on in the Middle East, okay, so are you going to do something useful? No. Nope.
To keep alive the possibility of peace. And
how would you keep alive the possibility of peace? Okay, I'm liking what I hear so far.
A two-state solution.
No.
Oh, here we go. Is this what he's talking about?
That means a safe and secure Israel alongside a viable Palestinian state.
No.
At the moment, we have neither.
Well, guess what? At the moment, we have one. The other one doesn't exist. It's a fantasy in people's minds.
Ordinary people, Israeli and Palestinian, deserve to live in peace, to try to rebuild their lives free from violence and suffering. That's what the British people desperately want to see.
No,
bullshit. Bullshit.
Yet,
I'm going to call bullshit on that.
Well,
the British are at the heart of the problem. The British are at the heart of most problems. They've yet to take responsibility for anything. They parade around like they're not at the heart of all problems on a global scale. And, it's amazing to me. Some things turned out great. Some things not so great. Like the U.S. is a perfect outcome of greatness that turned out as kind of as we tried to escape the British monarch rule. And then if you go through Africa and you go through the Middle East, all of the border states that were drawn, somewhere a divide between the British and the French. And yet they sit back now like they have zero responsibility for the chaos that has been ensued and has been dropped on the world since World War I and World War II. They take no responsibility. They're completely innocent of all the problems they've created. And
They're just
the Arab
spectators.
the Arab empire that they tried to create in the Middle East that they wanted to rule. Now, let's go back in history and read real history. And this guy wants to sit up here like they didn't try to manipulate the outcome of the Middle East, and it all backfired. It blew up in their face because they were playing with fire, you know. But same thing they did in India. They pillaged and raped India, took all of the resources out of India. They gave them parliamentary government, which was a net positive. But the Indian nation suffered tragically, you know, for a long time due to what the British did over there. But they won't take responsibility for that either.
No, but you have the biggest cuck in the entire world here. Like, this dude is just like, he's just, Neville Chamberlain is rolling over going, hey, this guy, turns out I'm not the worst prime minister of all time. It turns out there's maybe somebody even worse.
2 years after the barbaric attacks of October the 7th, hostages are still held
Not the British people.
So how are you this is so disturbing. I want to just punch this guy
by
in the
the
face.
terrorists of Hamas.
Of course they are.
Recent images show the hostages suffering and emaciated.
So what are you going to do?
Hamas even refuse to release all the bodies of the dead. I have met British families of the hostages.
Yes.
I see the torture that they endure each and every day. Pain that strikes deep in people's hearts across Israel and here in the United Kingdom. The hostages must be released immediately, and we will keep fighting to bring them home. Let's be frank. Hamas is a brutal terror organization.
Right, which makes your next statement
call for
unsane.
a genuine two-state solution is the exact opposite of their hateful vision. So we are clear. This solution is not a reward for Hamas because it means Hamas can have no future, no role in government, no.
I just want to stop it there. The reason he's saying all this is because he knows his critics will fry him, will nail him to a stake, his head to a stake. He's only saying it to try to silence the critics. So he's going to say all this stuff up front, and then he's going to make the major announcements, which is, it's insane that you would say that they're still holding hostages and you're calling for a two-state solution.
Role in security.
It's absurd.
We have already prescribed and sanctioned Hamas, and we will go further. I have directed work to sanction other Hamas figures in the coming weeks.
What is that going to do for them?
Meanwhile,
there
the
it is.
man-made humanitarian crisis in Gaza reaches new depths. The Israeli government's relentless and increasing bombardment of Gaza, the offensive of recent weeks, the starvation and devastation are utterly intolerable.
What's funny about this whole thing, the reason it's utterly intolerable is because tons of aid has been sent there by Israel. Trucks have gone in, and guess what? None of that aid ever makes it to the people so that they can show them on TV, dying and the bones sticking out. This is a total diversion right here. The whole thing. Does he not know that what's going on? He's talking about terrorists. He's talking about Hamas. And then meanwhile, aid has been sent over there. It's been sent over by Europeans, by the U.S., and that food and all that aid it's been dropped. They come with the guns, they collect it all, and they cart it off. And he's acting like he doesn't know that.
Well, that and the videos, the barbaric treatment of, of the Palestinians by Hamas, and there's video after video after video. And it's not that we have to look at it and watch it from now. We can go back in time, go back through history over the many years, and you'll see how they treat their people over there. The gays they've thrown off of roofs in that area and other parts of the Middle East, and you can go up to Syria. A lot of times they'll use video clip, and this is something they've been doing, for a very long time. When in terms of getting the leftist propaganda out there, but they'll use they'll use disasters from, or video clips of disasters from other areas, and they'll bring them and they'll broadcast them like it was something brand new that was used. And it's interesting, if you watch, there've been some Hamas buildings that were leveled. And what's interesting is that you'll see people, and Hamas is recording it, and there's a camera set up and there's people standing there watch it. Why are they're waiting around? Because they were notified that building is getting blown up and coming down. Everybody in that region, gets notified in advance that something's coming. Just like now, there was an attack that was going to be launched on the Houthis, because the Houthis launched rockets into Israel today, and so the Houthis were notified. The port, they said vacate the port. I didn't see news after that, so I'm not sure what happened. But they said vacate this region, and they're going to go in there and obliterate whatever section of the Houthi had presence in. And it's the same thing with Hamas. So what is the purpose of his statement here? The two-state solution was something that was created back in 1937. So there was an idea in 1937 to create this two-state solution. Now, nothing in the Middle East operates in a vacuum, because if you want to look at the two-state solution, you want to see who the quote unquote Palestinian population is and how many people have migrated to that region from other parts of the Middle East. And they all came to that region because the UN was there, and they were giving handouts, and they were doing all these other things. But you have to then look at the intrigue of Iraq. You have to look at where Syria came from. You have to look at Jordan. Then you have to look at why the Assad family didn't get Jordan when Jordan was originally promised to them, and they ended up with Syria because they gave it to the overseers of Mecca. They gave, so that Jordan became received its land in like 1924, 25, 26, 27. I think, I forget exactly when it was. But if you go back to the Balfour, you have to go back post World War I, and you have the rebuilding of a Jewish national homeland, which was all of Israel today and all of Jordan. And it was called the British Mandate, and the British were the overseers of that region. And then in the mid-20s, they carved out 2/3 of the land and created Jordan. But that land was also going to be promised to the Assad family. Instead, it was given, they created Jordan, and then the Assad family ended up in Syria, and they get their, they declare independence in like 1947. Lebanon, I'd have to look up the specifics. They also got their independence in a very similar time frame. Israel, 1948. So that whole region is relatively, new in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and yet everybody wants to single in on just Israel, like Israel all of a sudden came into existence in 48, and the only country that has history behind it would be Israel, because you can track it back biblically, to the beginning. And then all the others, there's been a fight and battle over that region for many years. Obviously, the Ottomans ran it. They had the Ottoman Empire ran for a long time too. So, the whole thing, and this notion they want to have this two-state solution, they've tried so many times, and look through history. Even in 37, Israel said, or the Jews at that time in Israel said, that's great. You want a two-state? We'll have a two-state solution. And if you look at the way they carved up the two-state solution, and you look at the borders, it was specifically, and it was done by the British. Let's not forget the British involvement again. They carved it up specifically in order to have Israel fall for the Arab takeover of that region. The other thing is, if you go back earlier in the earlier, like in the I would say it'd probably be in the 20s as well. And you go back to the Assad, I forget the great grandfather. There's some letter exchange with a guy. His name was Jabotinsky, and he was looking forward to the Jews rekindling the land, and he was talking about how the Arabs in the region and the Jews were going to build it up like Europe. But the British had a different idea. So the British started pitting the Arabs against the Jews, and they were manipulating the whole region. And again, it fell down to the British. The British aren't innocent bystanders in this whole thing.
But Jeff, do you even think Starmer knows his history?
Of course he doesn't, because he's
There's
over
not
here
any of that.
preaching as though none of that history has ever happened. Now we're at a moment in time
Tens of-
where how do you allow a terrorist organization, which is Hamas, how are you going to give them any credibility? The only thing that needs to happen if you want to move forward and try to have peace, and they've tried to have peace. Why do you think Bill Clinton came out after he tried to attempt a two-state solution? And, Arafat said, no, not going to accept it. And it was going to be like 98, 99% of what
Because
he
they
wanted.
don't want to coexist. They just want to destroy
don't.
Israel. That's
Correct. It's in their chart.
it's everywhere. So
Yeah.
let's listen to the rest of this cut here.
Thousands have been killed, including thousands as they tried to collect food and water. This death and destruction horrifies all of us. It must end.
You're not going to.
We have evacuated the first group of sick and injured children to the United Kingdom to be treated by the NHS. And we continue to increase our humanitarian support. But still, nowhere near enough aid is getting through. We call
Hamas. Hello.
again on the Israeli government to lift the unacceptable restrictions at the border, stop these cruel tactics,
What about
and
Egypt?
let the aid surge in.
What about Egypt? Why can't
With
Egypt?
the actions
Yeah, right. Forget about or Jordan.
of
What about
Hamas,
all?
the Israeli government escalating the conflict, and settlement building.
Anyway, it's the same. It's just it's
It's
nothing.
the
but
same
garbage.
narrative, Chip.
It's
Over
just
and over, and it's so
garbage,
stale and
garbage.
old. It's so inaccurate, historically and modern day. Let's just look at modern day occurrence and use our brains to dissect it. We know exactly what's happened, and the whole rationale is, and it's so simple. If the Arabs over in that region, the terrorists, would put their arms down, there would be peace in the region. As soon as Israel puts their weapons down, there'll be no more Israel. It's that simple. And it's not just Israel. Israel is the first line of defense because they don't want to stop with Israel. Look what they're doing in the UK. You think this guy's saying that, out of the goodness of his heart? What's going on over in the UK right now? Those guys are done. They're done, complete, finished. Unless they, we saw the protests wake up. Why were there protests in the streets of the UK? For the exact reason that Israel lives in fear every single day because of that. And now you have, I saw a video, 2 police showed up and they were knocking on this girl's door because she was reading or reacting to a social media post, and they were going to arrest her in England. Like, what kind of stuff is going on over there?
It's completely barbaric, man. It's absolutely
so
insane.
barbaric.
And
This makes no sense.
this whole thing with Starmer too. So Jim D says Netanyahu's gaming his own evil slaughter campaign to get the Israelis to relocate to other nations to expand the war
So
front.
inaccurate, Jim.
Yeah,
you're so wrong. I mean, there's not even a fraction of what you said in that statement that's correct. Whatever you're reading, however you're analyzing it, is 100% wrong. I mean, you're so polar opposite of the truth in what you're talking about that you really need to go. My recommendation: forget about reading whatever you're reading, watch whatever you're watching. My recommendation to you: buy a plane ticket,
Travel there, yeah.
go to Israel, go to Cyprus, go see it for yourself. Don't take whoever you're listening to and whatever you're trying to analyze. Do it from afar. I've told people this so many times. Go travel, go see it firsthand, see it for yourself, and then make up a decision. As soon as you see it for yourself, you'll have a completely different impression. I believe that.
Yeah, and so too, the other thing I think that most people don't realize is there's like 2 million Arabs that live in Israel that coexist, right? So
That's correct.
it's not like it can't be done. So people don't even realize it. They think it's like, and they've come out and said, Muslims that live there that are just thrilled to have an amazing life, and they've come out and said, like, yeah, it's very peaceful. You can coexist. We don't feel any sort of, but again, for people not even to understand that, you have Arabs and Muslims living and coexisting in Israel today, right? It's just the rabble rousers, and this thing with Hamas recognizing, a Palestinian state is just kind of cuckoo for coconuts, man. I mean, when it comes down to it, I was going to show you some of the reaction that some notables have said. So this is Congressman Randy Fine. He said, as Europe continues to embrace Muslim terror I think it's worth discussing whether these countries are actually our allies and whether we should remain in NATO. And I think he's got a very good point. Why should we remain in NATO? Are they really truly allies?
No.
You got somebody who he spends the first part of this talking about Hamas, how horrible they are. Hamas it's synonymous. Okay. I mean, this is what I don't understand. And what they don't, I saw it was a little bit too graphic to show on the podcast, but I saw them showing kids with guns, real guns. These are like 4, 5, 6-year-olds. They're yelling, kill Jews, kill Jews. They're laughing, they're running. They teach these kids at a young age. You think that, oh yeah, well, kids don't learn hate. Well, they learn it at a very young age. Started around 3 years old. They start out with sticks, and then they stab dummies that are the Jews. Then they learn to use fake guns. Then they have real guns that they parade around. I mean, this is the stuff that goes. They have TV shows. Jeff and I have played the TV show before. This is nothing new. And people are like, oh, they're so innocent. They're not innocent. Okay, they're taught this. Tommy Robinson says Starmer just bent the knee for the Muslim vote in the most horrific way. Innocent Israelis were slaughtered in mass by barbaric Islamists. And this vile creature just brought shame on our nation by rewarding them.
Right. Cartoons. So that's what cash velocity. Cartoons, Sesame Street. Sesame Street was funded over there. Go back into the 90s. We were dissecting videos in Arabic, translating them into English, cartoons, Sesame Street cartoons that were teaching kids, the Palestinian kids, to hate Jews. And the other thing is they were also teaching them to kind of that it was okay to be a martyr that would go as a suicide bomber martyr. So if you look at it from that type of perspective, this is in and part of the problem. You can't have, of course, but you can't have peace with a group of people that not just want to kill you and destroy you. It's in their they don't really have a constitution, but let's say they did. Yeah. It's in their charter. It's in their charter specifically to kill Jews and destroy the state of Israel. And that's it. That's you can't have peace with people like that. They tried. All these people, the Israelis that were kidnapped, lived on the border. They were kidnapped during a festival, a music festival. They came in and they were massacred. They were just gunned down, blown up, and just massacred, taken. And these were the leftists that were living on the border town that were helping Palestinians come into Israel to work. This is how they scoped out that whole area. They knew the area. They knew where to go. They knew the region, and this is, part of the
Jeff,
problem.
You want to take that?
I mean, it just, I don't even know exactly what he's reading. And I don't even understand it, honestly.
Wait, Zionism is not Judaic.
And exactly what caused the temple was destroyed by the Romans. The Romans came in and sacked the temple. I mean, it's history. I'm at a loss. It's in history. We can go back and read the history. It's in the history books.
This has to be on every show. The Zionists, we have to explain it every show. It's kind of like yesterday when people are like, I'm never letting go of my XRP. I'm like, well, it doesn't leave your wallet. I don't care. I'm never letting go of my XRP. It's like that same conversation over and over again. This one was a good one. Dr. Eli David said it. He posted this amazing, perfect quote by Churchill. He said, "An appeaser is one who feeds a crocodile, hoping it will eat him last."
Right. Exactly. That's Winston Churchill.
That's so Starmer altogether right there. I hope it doesn't come for us. I hope I'm the last one standing.
But you know what's amazing though, Chip, because we bring this up, you want to go back into history, are the Romans, the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire had such a broad reach. And if you go into the region and you see, the remnants of the Roman camps, it's just amazing. I mean, it just amazes me when you can actually go and you're looking at something that was from 2,000 years ago. Forget about going to the Middle East, go to Israel, go to Jerusalem, you can see all the different holy sites in Jerusalem from, you can go, if you want to go to Bethlehem and Jericho, from the Church of the Nativity to the Holy Sepulchre, then you can go to the Western Wall, and then you can go to the Dome of the Rock. And there's just so much, passion and religion there. but and then if you're going to walk the Stations of Christ, and the whole walk through the old city, there's so much to see. But it used to be where you could actually go to Jericho and Bethlehem relatively safely. Ever since it's been under the Palestinian control, it's no longer safe for everyone to just go there. So there's a lot of different aspects that people really have to understand. But again, but go back 2,000 years, and the Roman Empire had such a mark on the world, and it just what they built, the
amazing.
fact that there's still it's just unbelievable.
I went to Bath, England. I went to the
Unreal.
baths here. The water is still heated. The water, you can still see there's like a little bit of, I mean, just to go back and see this is insane. I mean, it really is wild, even to go to the city of Bath, but to see all this stuff still standing,
it's unreal.
Pretty amazing, quite honestly.
Right.
I mean, it was just
Well, the Colosseum, going to see the Colosseum when we went last year, was the first time I ever saw the Colosseum, and just seeing that part.
so weird. Like they've like built a city
Crazy.
around it, like so tightly. It's like it's like it's right there. You're like, oh wow, there it is. Like the street goes, it's so tight to it. I figure this like should be a little bit more like standoffish. Like you go to Stonehenge, right? And you're like, oh, I think I see it. Oh yeah, I see it. There it is. Like you can't get anywhere near it. You can't like walk up next to it, crawl on the rocks or anything. You have to walk around this giant circle. It's cool because I was coming up on a bus around the corner. You're like, oh, there it is. Like you've seen so many pictures of it. And you see it in person. You're like, yeah, there's just a bunch of rocks, but you can't like really get close to it. But you're like, yeah, I see it. It's right there. It's like the little tiny little things over there. You take a picture in the background. It's like, yay, look at that. It's insane. Look at this right here. You got Telegraph, which, Jeff, let's be honest, the Telegraph is not exactly like the conservative voice over there, okay?
Right.
Rose Starmer calling his decision one of the gravest errors in Britain's foreign policy in decades. Telegraph's view: Starmer's betrayal of Israel shames Britain. The recognition of Palestinian state is one of the gravest errors in our nation's. Look at this guy. Like, you couldn't have a dopier. Somebody said it before. He's a pussy. Okay, he's just a dopey ass. I mean, he doesn't even look like a man. He looks like a man child.
No.
His everything about this guy is just, it's sad. Really, he's not even a good villain. He doesn't even. He's like the wimpiest of villains. He gives out an address, and it's just so shameful. The good news is he's really paving the way for guys like Nigel Farage. And Habib is the other guy who I like that. I think that party's good, but I've seen some recent changes in what Nigel Farage, he was making some promises. What happens if they get in power? Let's listen to this.
We are going to make big savings. We will stand here before you in 1 year's time and show you the excessive costs that we've taken out of local government. And at a national level, if we win the next election, we will scrap net zero.
Yes.
Something that is costing the Exchequer an extraordinary £40 billion plus every year. Wow. There will be no more asylum hotels or houses of multiple occupancy. People who come here illegally across the channel or on the back of lorries will not be allowed to stay. We will scrap the DEI agenda, which is costing the taxpayer up to £7 billion a year throughout the public sector. And yes, we see considerable savings to be made amongst the quangos. So yes, I do accept that these proposals, especially the one of lifting to £20,000 the level at which people start paying tax, I accept that it's expensive, but I genuinely believe that we can pay for it because we're not ideologically tied to the same ideas upon which we believe the Conservative and Labour governments have gone so wrong over the course of the last few years.
Yeah, one thing he didn't say is, what about the people that are here? He didn't say anything about sending them back, right?
Right.
He talked about and that's where Ben Habib, in my opinion, and his new party, I think, has a better shot. I think it's more along the line of what you would call American conservatism, more Trump-like, where a lot of it mirrors a lot of the policies you see of Trump, where Farage is kind of like a Trump light. It's not quite exactly, yeah, they're making some tough things, but look, you got to be drastic. You got to go in there and just be slam some heads together. You can't just come in there. And this is one of my best favorite posts that I've seen along the same lines of what we were just talking about, Jeff, because if you think about it, these are some really good questions. Number one, what are the borders of this Palestinian state that you've recognized? Okay. Can you tell me what the capital city is? What about the constitution or polity? Who forms the government? Who is its leader? How sovereign will it be? How will this help ordinary Palestinians? What about Israeli hostages? Right? You look at all these questions, none of them are answered. Not even a one. I mean, mentioning the hostages and then acknowledging a Palestinian state is insane. But if you look throughout history, you start saying like, well, who were its famous leaders?
That won.
Arafat? Arafat. So he was self-anointed. He was the anointed leader.
They didn't even start fighting. Their objective was just to destroy Israel. It wasn't to have any type of statehood. If you go back, and he was from Libya, or he was in exile in Libya. He's from Egypt.
He was kicked out of Libya, I think.
He was kicked out. They tried to invade and take over Jordan. And this was 1971, 72. You have something called Black September. And the Jordanians said, you know what? We're done with that. And they just gunned down all the Palestinians at the time. I don't know how many thousands of people and it's called Black September. It goes down in infamy. Lebanon, a lot of the problems up in Lebanon due to Arafat and the Palestinians. There's Egypt, it was Egyptian, right? And then he was in exile in Libya.
Egyptian,
So they've outlawed, they put a border wall up, a massive wall in Egypt, because they don't want them coming down to Egypt. But they also outlawed the Muslim Brotherhood down in Egypt. And if you go back to the lineage, the Muslim Brotherhood, you can tie in a lot of the terrorist organizations are all tied together. I once saw a whole lineage of all the different terrorist groups, and the PLO and Hamas and all of them. It's kind of an offshoot, but you have to go back to the PLO, which was Arafat. Right now, it's the PLA, and now it's a political group, in that region. So there's all this track and connection, and it's amazing to me.
Of course,
you got to read everything.
Just like Who Follows Sync, the other cuck up there, the other installed guy. Again, he was just installed. There was no choosing him. Yeah. Today, Canada recognizes the state of Palestine. Well, I'm just so shocked at that. Canada recognizes the state of Palestine, wherever that is, offers a partnership in building the promise of a peaceful future for both the state of Palestine and the state of Israel. Notice how they named this Israel last. It's all about Palestine. These people, listen, this is why you're not leaders on the world stage, because you're dumb. You're just not even smart. It's like they can't. I mean, Jeff. No one takes them seriously. Like, they walk into a room, they all get together and they put all these videos together. No one cares. No one's even paying attention to them. They're completely, no one even bothers with these guys.
Right. But you can't be called Loretta, Stan. You're a man.
They call me Loretta.
Remember Loretta?
That made me laugh.
I'm Brian, and so is my wife.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That was one of the best movies, I think, of all times.
It's so good, man. It gets so better with age too. It's like you can't even have stuff like that anymore. And you just look at the British humor back 60s, 70s, even 80s was just so spectacular. And there's no good products come out of it today. Everything's gotten so woke and shitty, and they can't say stuff, and everyone's offended by stuff. British humor set the standard for what followed in the U.S. I mean, it was like it was raunchy, it was raucous, it was just some of the best stuff around. But no, you can't do any of that stuff. I have to say that this video shocked me a little bit, Jeff. I want you to watch this. Everybody else watch this and tell me what you think after seeing this video here. Let me see if I can get it here. And it's the title of this video is the Muslim Brotherhood gay?
Oh my God.
Here we go.
Watching a conspiracy theory / rumor for free. Enjoy. Men who want Sharia law are secretly gay. So you're telling me a straight man doesn't want to see a beautiful woman in traditional dress? This is the traditional clothing of Pakistan, and this is what Sharia law has done to it. Traditional clothing of Yemen, Sharia law clothing. Traditional clothing of Iran, and Sharia law. Traditional Afghanistan dress, and what Sharia law has done to it. They want to hide women, completely cover them up. Would a straight man do that? Nope. Therefore, the Muslim Brotherhood is gay, and Sharia law is gay. Straight men here like strip clubs and booze. They really should just accept this about themselves and be like a normal gay who loves women and wants to help dress them. So welcome, Habibi, to the LGBTQ plus community. The Muslim Brotherhood will fit in rather well there. Okay, thanks, bye.
I hope this woman goes into hiding. I really hope I hope she's safe, man, because that's not going to go over. I understand it's parody, but that's not going to go over very well, Jeff. That is not going over very well at all. I mean, holy cow! I saw that video and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, I'm glad I didn't say any of that. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Ryan Williams, he's the what do they call him?
No.
Ryan Williams went on Sky News and he got banned for doing this, Jeff. They took him off mid-show. But let's look at this, Jeff. I thought this was AI, but he did make mention that he did say it, and then I did see a couple. So I still think it's AI. I think he's goofing on it, but because I don't think this happens for real. And the way it's done, it seems a little. There's no other clips on it, but he claims that he did do that, and he's speaking up. But no, I don't think so.
Also known as online and conservative political strategy.
And so, see, this is
oh my god,
a Korean man exposes Islam. Sky News while wearing bacon. So he supposedly was wearing 2 bacon strips. Supposedly, like I said, I think this is AI.
Wow. I mean, the reason I've got bacon on my shoulders is because the terrorists are a charming lot and they threaten to behead me every single day. So a little bit of protection. But I've got to say, I'm from the UK. We have the threat nearly every single day from Islam invasion. Our second biggest city, Birmingham, is already majority Muslim. Our mayor of London is Muslim. And the new Home Secretary, Shabana Mahmood, is Muslim. And I just have a very clear, simple message to Muslims, which is stop worshipping a pedo warlord who's the Bonnie Blue of the 7th century, sleeping with 30 al-Zouk men, who married a 6-year-old and slept with a 9-year-old. And there's only one culture that pours acid on women's faces. There's only one culture that makes women cover their faces so other men don't rape them.
Yeah, well, and I think it's important. We do have to apologize for what was just aired, those comments earlier, but we're going to continue now.
Like, even the jump cut on that, Jeff, is like, it doesn't make sense. Like, that didn't really air, but I mean, it was all AI, but it's like, this is how clever it's getting. You're getting to the point where you can't tell, but I'm like, no, that's not something that aired.
Well, if there's that one guy that went to the beach with he brings his pet pig with him to the beach.
Oh no, I did not see that one.
Yeah,
this was the Muslim. Here's the Minneapolis mayor speaking Somali to his supporters. Look at this, Jeff.
Maaga Egawa Jacob Fry, Doke Magalada, Minneapolis. Damaan, Shaabka Somaliyed, Kai Yamid, Mogadishu, Getaway.
Are you kidding me, Jeff? What is going on? What is going on? I mean, this guy's going to get trounced, right? Because you've got a Muslim or an Islamist running. So he's the white guy trying to hang on because he's been there for 2 terms. So he's trying to like get down.
What did he say?
I don't know. I don't speak Somali, so I don't know. But I just find it pretty bizarre. Jim Brewer has a pretty good idea. I reposted this and said, England, please take note, because look Jim Brewer does it in his own style, and he can, talking about Nepal.
They completely overthrew their government. Here's the crazy part. They stopped social media. They cut off all social media. So they said, no more social media, and they burnt stuff down. You had like thousands of people going, what? Ah! Ah! They took out leaders in the government. You son of a bitch! Who did this? Who did this? They dragged them out. They burnt down the place. And then they, as a people, listen to this. They went on basically a WhatsApp. They had no social media, no emails. So they went on like a WhatsApp type of thing. And they went, you know what? This is a lot of nonsense. And we want our social media back. And we can't take this government anymore. And we, the people, are going to take it back. And on WhatsApp, they voted someone in. That's who's the leaders right now. From people gathering together, and they voted for. How crazy is that? I guess the message is don't piss off the teenagers and like the 20-year-olds. Do not touch their social media. Maybe that's what we need in our country. We shut down all social media, and then we'll have a change of everything. Can you imagine that went down?
Oh my God.
He's too much.
Remember when Twitter banned Trump? Remember
Oh
when?
yeah, yeah, everyone remembers.
Oh my God.
Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly's really interesting because she's not on network news, so she can swear and say whatever she's thinking. She's not like
it's
censored.
crazy.
Look at her going off on the Kimmel situation here. Listen to this.
Still attacking MAGA.
So crazy to watch it.
Attacking MAGA as working very hard to capitalize on the murder of Charlie Kirk. We want to capitalize. We're in mourning, you fucking asshole. We're not capitalizing on the death of Charlie. We're in mourning. You leftist losers are out there trying to blame us for his death, trying to disparage his legacy, and we're trying to correct you, and we're trying to correct the record. And for once, we're fighting back. That's what you're talking about. You're just not used to it. We get to Wednesday, and Disney and ABC are now in meltdown because, according to The Hollywood Reporter, The Wall Street Journal, CNN, the phone lines were ringing off the hooks. They were upset. They too are feeling the vibe shift that we felt since Trump's election. And they've had it with this nonstop pinko commie leftist programming up and down their airwaves. From The View in the morning straight through to Kimmel in the evening. And don't even get me started on David Muir. Then you had Brendan Carr go on Benny Johnson's podcast and say, enough is enough. Like, these affiliates actually do need to take seriously their obligation of protecting the public interest when they decide what goes on their airwaves, and they should stand up. It was him saying, look, we can do this the hard way or we can do this the easy way, which sounded like I will get involved if I have to, but he hadn't yet. And then they all started calling ABC saying, we're out. We do not want Jimmy Kimmel. We're out. We're not airing him tonight. Yes, there was the one group, Nexstar, which does have a merger that it needs FCC approval on. Got it. But then came Sinclair. They don't have a merger. They felt exactly as Nexstar did. We don't want him.
What was funny was I heard from somebody else that was saying that they got so many calls that all of these, like the because you have affiliate stations in all the big cities, they're like, we can't sell advertising. There's no ratings. Thank God this is done because it was killing us. So also those NGOs are gone, so there's no more of the NGOs left over anymore. This guy goes. Yeah, this guy gets very explicit about how bullshit spreads. Listen to his theory here, Jeff. Tell me what you think of this.
This video should terrify you. She's part of an experiment, but she doesn't know it. You see, these people are in on it. So every single time they hear a beeping noise, they stand up. It only takes until about the third time before she folds and stands for no reason. Now here's where it gets really crazy. One by one, each one of the people leave the room. And now she's all by herself. And the same beeping noise goes off, and look, she stands. Now they bring somebody new in that was not a participant. Remember, she wasn't a participant. She stands up. At first he ignores her. He asks why. She says everybody was doing it, so she thought she was supposed to. He doesn't quite understand what's going on, but look what he does. He stands.
My God.
More new people come in, and they all start to stand as well. And remember, all of this started from some fake ass rule that made no sense. And this experiment is exactly why you should think for yourself. This is how
you end up getting COVID injured.
One person does it, and then everybody else follows without asking any questions. Then it becomes the new normal. This is messed up because this is exactly how families pass down bad habits and how entire cultures can be built on lies. Critical thinking is so important because once you stop thinking, you're no longer living your life. You're just another sheep in the herd.
That's so crazy. That's
Powerful
such a good
mess.
video. Oh my God, that's such a
Powerful
crazy
message.
Yeah.
Then one last one. We're going to do the Yeti drawing. We'll play the video again, but I want to play this one last one because we saw a little bit of reunion during the Charlie Kirk thing. We saw Trump and Elon back together. Like, they were never at odds anyway. Anyone who pays attention to the first Trump administration, anytime someone would leave, didn't matter who they were, I can't stand that person, they're the jerk. They'd give them the freedom to detach themselves from the president and go off and not get attacked. Elon has a lot of, he's got a lot of board members he has to speak for. He's got two big companies, SpaceX, Tesla. So by having this fight and them attacking each other is good because, okay, they're not burning down Tesla dealerships anymore. They're not going after Elon personally. Right. This is how Trump operates. If you didn't figure it out yet. But anyway, people are like, oh my God, they're united. They were never at odds. So here they are. Somebody caught them on camera. This is during the Charlie Kirk event that happened earlier today. So Elon sits down. Trump shakes his hand. Makes an introduction there. Starts chatting them up. They're having a conversation. They start laughing. Yeah, we didn't see the whole thing. It's just we saw this one little clip.
Yeah. Yep. Huh. Amazing.
Yeah, they're laughing it up. He's patting him on the knee. I mean, that's all that we saw. But he went up there. I mean, first of all, why would he be anywhere near the president if he was going to be hostile? So it's just it's all for the cameras.
Exactly.
So now they're like, oh, they like each other again. They never disliked each other.
They never disliked, exactly.
Talk all the time, dude. It's a whole man. Just pay attention. And again, critical thinking. You got to think for yourself, people.
Most people
got to
don't.
do some thinking. Nobody does, Jeff. That's the whole problem. We got 15 entries in here, Jeff. I'm going to show the screen real quick. Let's cue up that amazing video that you put together.
2 videos to play.
And we have to play it. We have to get that song minted and get up there.
So hang on.
There it is. We got 15. Go ahead and play the video.
I got to play the coffee one first.
Yeah, please.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Badass Yetis Coffee. Is it any good? Nah, it's fucking great. Forged in the mountains, brewed for legends. Badass YetisCoffee.com.
By the way, Devon Steve says this is that last video. That's how we got everybody to eat Vegemite. I actually don't mind that. When I was in Australia, I was taught how to eat Vegemite. Yeah. Jeff and I we had a training, so it's a little bit of butter, just a little splitches of it. You don't cake it on there, but it does taste good. I brought some back. I brought a squeeze bottle, and now I can buy it at my supermarket here. But I do like it on toast. It's not bad. But you got to use it sparingly, a little of that, a little bit of butter. It tastes a nice flavor, but if it's too much, it's a little too yeasty for me. So there we go. Yetis. There's the Yetis. We got 17 guys. Let's go ahead and play the video.
By the way, I forgot to post this. We're also running an auction. This auction ends on Wednesday. So I'm going to put a link to the auction.
Those choppers, Jeff.
Yeah, this
Look
guy.
At those choppers.
This is a badass Yeti from the White Tribe. Look at this guy right here. I'll show you his attributes. So if you zoom in, he's a brute. He's the clan brutes. But if you look at this guy, look at that. Look at this guy.
Look at those choppers, dude.
Oh yeah. Look at that. So support us here. Put your bid in. We did 2 auctions on the last show. This one's coming up on Wednesday. 8:30 it ends. So we'll roll it out when we start the show on Wednesday. We'll talk a little bit more about it. But you have
How rare is this one?
This one's super rare. It's the
only Look at the rare. Click on check the rarities and the details there.
The rarity didn't come up on the white ones for
the White Tribe. Yeah, we got to work on that.
They broke it. I don't know, for some reason.
Something happens.
They don't have rarity. It's missing rarities, and we haven't been able to get it fixed for some reason. So
I can tell you those choppers are rare.
They definitely
those
are.
Those choppers are.
And in the meantime, this is the badass that we're giving away tonight. This is Badass Yeti number 416, and you'll see his.
What's the rarity on him?
His video. This guy is 437 out of 554. Vinder Valkyria.
Whatever. I can't.
There's his name, if you can pronounce it. It's got a couple vowels in it, not too many. So 3 vowels, lots of consonants in that name, if you can pronounce it. But this guy is kick ass, and you have a chance to own him today. So here we go. Crypto Whelp is getting ready. Crypto Whelp made it through the entire show. It's like 4 a.m. over there where he's at.
It's amazing.
But here
Roll
we go.
that video, then we'll do the drawing, then we're out of here, people.
And we're out of here. Here we go.
Win a badass Yeti from the Blue Tribe. Not just a legend, a mind untamed. He walks where silence cuts the air. Thoughts like fire, visions rare. The mountain bends beneath his will. A mentalist, calm yet deadly still. Mentalist, breaker of shadows, seer of flame. Mentalist, his mind commands, his foes are slain. Who dares to claim? Who speaks his name? He is revealed, he is revered. He is Vindra Valkyria of the clan Mentalists. Badass Yetis, born for battle, made for legend, claim yours, be forgotten. Badass Yetis on the chain, is on the chain.
Who is going to win Vinda Valkyria? Who is going to win Vinda Valkyria? Vinda Valkyria. Win a badass Yeti. He is
Everybody's
dope.
in on it. Come on. Everybody's in.
Everybody's
Everyone has a chance.
Not everybody.
It's pronounced flat.
Charles is. You don't have a chance if Charles is playing. I'm sorry to tell you guys. I just hate to. Steelers helped the Bills win today. I watched the last half of that game. It was a good game. Rodgers looked sharp. It was great, man. It was a nice game. It was a fun. It was a good game to watch.
Quick.
Ready?
No.
Let's go, people. Put the badass Yetis in there.
Badass Yetis.
Can you relax the rule? Yeah, so we have more people in it. Let's go.
Yeah. Here we go. We got to get the
like
song.
I said.
Where's
like
the
I
song?
said, Crypto Welp already put his wallet in there, so it's a good shot. He might be tricking the algorithm there.
I think he's trying.
Badass
Where
Yeti. Where's the badass Yeti song?
Where's the music? Why do they categorize everything? Making it so difficult.
Make it so hard. Let's go. May the best person win.
Ice wine.
Train. Badass Yeti. Go. What? How are we in there? How are we in there? I saw that.
We win.
We win.
All right, we're out of here.
Let's go. Draw it again. Draw
Didn't
it
even
again.
say
Draw it
Yeti.
again. No, I don't know why.
Oh, because we posted the coffee link.
Oh, that's why. Lethal 337 is the big winner.
337.
Look at that badass Yeti's got right there, man. Yeah. Badass Yeti. It's a combination of XRP Cafe and Badass Yeti. This coffee. All right. Winner, chicken dinner. Lethal 337. Are you here? We need to hear, baby. We need to see you're here. Rig.
Come on, lethal.
Lethal. Are you here? Lethal. Come on now.
Double
need to know. Are you here?
Triple rig. Lethal's here.
Yeah, get your wallet, baby. Congratulations.
Get your wallet ready.
Jeff, I was not even surprised by this next story. You ready this one? AOC lost a debate against a cardboard cutout of Charlie Kirk.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, there it is right there, dude.
Yeah.
He's already got it out there.
There we go.
So,
about to pick that bad boy up. Give me 1 second. Got some housekeeping to do. I gotta go into YouTube. YouTube. I wish I could just copy it from there.
I know, it's so annoying.
Much easier.
So annoying. You got to go to YouTube and it's just ridiculous.
Then I gotta the share screen stop thing. And then I gotta remove that because that gets in the way.
No, it's so annoying, man. So much to be done, you know.
So many things to do.
There it is. There it is. We are almost out of here, people. I mean it. We're out of here. Badass Yetis.
That is
chain.
Badass Yetis. Badass Yetis.
On the chain.
Badass Yetis.
On the chain.
Right, come on. One thing at a time here. All right. Boom. Okay. Pause that. I got to zoom in here. Grab his wallet. Margarita. Let's see. Margaritas. Okay, open up the Zombie. Okay, here we go. Ready? Transferring this bad boy over. Look at this. Here we go. Oh.
Jeff, time's up.
Here we go. Man, this XRP stuff is taking too long.
Yeah. Congratulations to Lethal 337.
It's verifying. It's on its way. It's been submitted.
Beautiful.
Verifying, and done. That's it. Completed.
People.
You are now a proud.
We will see you on the next one. Celebration out. Belgium out. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. That's when the auction ends. Come with your Zaman wallets ready to go. Let's see the best person win that auction.
Bid on it.
And that's all we know, Jeff. Anything before we get out of here?
No. That's all we got. We'll be here Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and whatever time zone you're in.
Yeah. And if you're a crypto up, it's time to get up already. It's already 3:30. It's already 4:30 in the morning. So it's not easy. It's time to wake up. Appreciate you guys.
XRP Rocks just made it. What's up, XRP Rocks?
Way to go, Rocks. Way to go, Rocks. Go Bills. Go Bills. Late. Yeah, just in time to hear this. Chip and Jeff. You know it, Jeff.
Out.
No, you have to say it. You have to say it like this. Chip and Jeff.
Ow.
Are you down with OTC? Please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when the next video drops.